So, hi there, dear ones. This is for the wand, the tool of the wand. And I decided to have this picture up. I've never seen anyone really use such a wand though, but I like the symbolism. So, yeah, well, let's see. I will just tell a few things then related to that. And to me that would be connected to the south and to the element of fire, but some uses in the east connected to wind. And the reason why, there are several reasons why, and I can understand those who have them in other directions. How come they relate it rather to air than, for example. But I will talk about, now I just mentioned that, so I won't go deeper into that for the moment. But it symbolizes a lot of things, like fire also does, like energy, warmth, passion, strength, action, and also the spiritual and divine, the spark, and transformation, even anger, sexuality, mastery, power, such things. And there are also many, as with all the tools, there can be ideas of how exactly long, or what they should be made of, or astrological times of the day and what day, and so. But so you can of course check into those correlations if you want to be that exact. But there are, I guess, variations of what that would be then. That would be the exact correctness of it. So, but anyways, at least don't break a branch to get your wand if you want to get it from nature. There are obviously those like Harry Potter wands. Oh yeah, like a crafted wands, and you can of course craft one yourself as well. But yeah, or at least inscribe them if you wish so. But true magic comes from the magician or the witch herself. So these are just extensions. So whatever works for you is good. And as for the athame, you can carve like your magical name, sigil, or whatever you prefer. And also, of course, it's good whenever you work with these things to check up with various sources. I should do that sometimes. I talk about that all the time, but maybe for this Friends Friday, that I will do that. Actually put links to some witchy people that I think have great information, that I will see if I can figure out some who have various kinds of information as well, because as I said before, I think it's good to listen to several sources that may not agree, at least like 3 who won't agree with them, each other, or with you exactly, because especially if they tell you why they think as they do, it may add to your understanding then. So and those that I still respect how they practice and what they do, and that I perceive as having very depth in knowledge in depth of things. So yeah, I probably will do that. I will have to think about that and write it down, because I don't listen to many videos of that sort at this moment, but some of them that I have listened to a little bit and enjoyed, or at least as I said, respect a lot from where they come with their intent as well, and so it means a lot to me. So yeah, I will do that actually for this Friends Friday. So, and also you could obviously ask these people questions. Some of them are more communicating maybe than others, but I'm sure they will contemplate to even bring it up in videos, if nothing else, to reply around these kinds of things. Maybe they already have videos up on it, but still, it varies though. I think many agree on that it actually varies for each and every one, and I've never come across those around here, and it's maybe one actually, but that think that it's only one correct way to do something. That's not so common around those witchy people that I know. Anyways, so the elemental being that would be connected to fire and south then, and to me also related to the wand, would be the salamanders, and as for stones, for example, would be like fire opal or iron, of course. And I also think about, related to Muna Kea actually, the fire ceremony that you often do, and I can explain that more clearly. I think maybe never I have done that, which is strange because that's the most common practice in Muna Kea, I guess, or one of the absolute most common practices. So I probably should maybe do that, but first I will talk more about the wand here. Maybe I'll get back to that in this video, or maybe later on if you wish. But there also in various cultures back in time, the wand have been flat or like bent, so you send back the energy with that curved wand, or so there are many variations that aren't like the most common straight ones nowadays. So and also the length is there are certain measurements, but also you could measure from the elbow to the wrist of the hand, or to the fingers of thumb, and also that shouldn't be thicker than the thumb or so, but I mean, you don't have to follow that, but there are certain ideas. And some use other materials like copper or crystal or so, but I prefer wood though. And I don't know, yeah, there's another things that I maybe should go into. No, I will skip that. Yeah, I will just move on. As I talked about with the Athame as well, the outer and inward expression, for this it would be then the power to will would be the outward expression, the athletic physical strength, mastery, assertion, and exercising individual will movement, willing things like actualizing one's personal desire, and it can also go overboard if this is not balanced, to like being vengeful and those aggressive and stuff, the fire energy. But inwards it would be the power to surrender. Outward is the power to will, and inward the power to surrender, and that is to open up to the universal will, non-striving and group achievements and such. And that may not seem as a power, but it doesn't mean giving up. It means to align your personal will with the universal divine will, and also with this attitude of non-striving, which also can give you a lot of power, and not to insist. I need to practice a bit. Yeah, and then you can be in harmony, so with the flow of life, and in every circumstance. So it's about letting go, and that release stress and tension, and so you release your grip, meaning your insistence on getting your own way. And in that, the power to surrender reveals the greatest power of nature, which is beingness, as I talk about many times, and the unifying with nature and the divine. And also it's used, for example, when you draw down the moon, or drawing down the goddess, and that in some traditions mean that you get possessed by that energy. As I said, some use other antlers also can be used, other materials, and there are for Celtic ones, there are 9 traditional words like that. Maybe I should go into talking about their meaning more, but I think I will do a short video now because I've done a lot of videos lately, so I will come back to these things and go more in depth with them if you want me to. And also just more general things that is good to practice, to be able to practice magic in an efficient way. So, but people talking here. The 9 traditional woods for Celtic ones would be apple, ash, cedar, hazel, holly, juniper, oak, pine, and poplar. And one of those who have done videos on trees, a lot on that, is maybe I can mention a few channels, but I probably won't put the links below because I won't remember which I talked about. Which. But also I don't know if I even remember what their channels' names are called, which is bad. Laura Daligan. I don't know how you even pronounce her name, I must say. She's done a lot of videos with good information, and she also, I think, talk about totems in some videos, like a series, and also on trees, or the meaning of certain trees. And then Lunar Wisdom, as I mentioned before, she used to be, I feel that she really loved to inform. She have that teaching quality over her, and she's interested really in replying to serious questions. So if your intent comes from a good place, I'm sure she would reply to those kinds of things if she don't have those videos up already related to. With her also, I feel that she have broad knowledge. She studied things before. She's studied what other people think about those kinds of things before she decided whatever way she is. Oh, now again I'm doing another video meanwhile. I did keep doing this. Alright, I will just right, so I'm sorry about that. Oh no. So and also Taliesin McKnight, as I mentioned before, he talks about magic and a whole deal, and he have also a lot of great information. He have a special way of speaking, maybe also, but he have really good info, and also he mixed a lot of different traditions and things that can be inspiring, I guess. What is her name then? The is someone who's called the, let's see, this with the red hair, this one, the corner or something. What is she called now? Oh, I should remember channel names. I'll suck at that, obviously. And also those witch school, I think, the Correllian tradition. I don't know what their channel is called, but if you search for that, or Reverend Donald Lewis or Don Lewis, you will find them. Also, I'm not in agreement with all that any of these say, or in agreement. I'm not in disagreement. It's just that maybe I do it in a different way or see things in a different way. It's not that I kind of disagree, honestly. But they have a lot of things up, and also it's grounded. They don't, they have practiced for a while, all of these, although in different ways. For example, those. I wonder, I mean, there must be a lot of more. Yeah. Why can't I even recall what her name is? And also, as I've said before, Makeda Wisdom, I think she's awesome. She talks a lot about, I mean, she's focused much on African spirituality, but it's relevant, I guess, to many anyways. Well, and she is more like doing her own thing. I mean, she comes from a tradition and she talks about that, and that I think is really interesting. Always, I like to hear what's outside from what I know. Yeah. And, well, can't I remember what her... The Witch's Parlor, not the corner. Yeah, so that's another one who I just like her setup with her videos. They're kind of beautiful, you know. Also, and some may drift, in my opinion, may drift too far into all the new agey and that kind of, I don't know. I do that myself sometimes, but I still lean more towards more traditional, I guess, witchy things. No, but never mind. But anyways, you can get a lot of influences there, and also I'm sure they would love to reply. Also Taliesin, or whatever his real name would be. Maybe it is his name, maybe he took that name, I don't know. But I'm sure he also liked to respond a lot. Yeah, at least, make videos on certain topics that people would ask for. They all, I'm sure, would like to, but if they have huge channels, they won't have the opportunity. Maybe that get too much and is kind of stressful, I would guess. But those are the ones that I come to think about now. I'm sure when I stop this video, I will come to think about a lot more that are maybe even more some things that I would recommend or suggest to check. But when you also find those, you will find links to others. But there are also those who are out there who have, they can be kind of pretty large channels because, I don't know, because of their charisma or beauty or something else that pulls people in, that they want to listen to them, but they may not have very good information. They may say things that are, that are not only, we can have different opinions on things, but still it can be totally wrong information at times. But then again, who is right? Cool. Yeah. Okay, I will stop laugh all the time when I talk, like as if I was so funny. Right. But anyways, Laura, I'm sure I think she still have those up. It was quite some time since I saw them, but yeah. So, and preferably you should pick your wand at midnight, at midsummer, and so on. But yeah, you don't need to mind all these rules or ideas, or if you want to, if it feels like something that you'd like, then of course it could be good, and that have some impact. All these things aren't just thrown out there. They have some. There is a purpose of that too. When the energy of the wood is the highest and the sun is at its highest and so on. I mean, I can understand the ideas, but yeah. And also to have that other mindset when you go out to find it or pick it. A light trance-like mindset. So it's easy for someone like I was at the time anyways, because then I always more or less was kind of in between the worlds. So, but the one that I don't use a lot, but I have it, as I said, I don't use tools a lot overall, but that one I got from someone that is very special to me, so it feels good. And I kind of instructed how to pick it or get it to me. Yeah. So, and also some people, I mean, you can wrap these tools in various cloth, or maybe for some people use for air yellow silk, or fire red silk, and water blue silk, or earth green or black silk. I have actually not even silk, but I have the cloth that I have around my wand is pink, bright pink, and I love that. It's like a loving energy in that to me. And also it contains this reddish and the clear white, the combination of those colors for the pink. So it's in there, the fiery still. Yeah. Kind of a romantic color, I guess, but still. Yeah. But you can follow your own heart, of course, or your own mind. Yeah, and also I mentioned that with the Athame, to cast a circle. You can, of course, do that with a wand. Yeah, what you prefer. Especially these tools, I guess, are exchangeable, and also to some, and also I have not used the wand as much as the Athame. That's like the tool that I've been using maybe the most, maybe not the most. I guess the pentacle would be what I've used the most, and also my body, which is representing that. But yeah. Yeah. And also when it comes to this, there are certain meditation or deeper practices to get in touch with the elements of these various, connected to these various tools, and understanding their essence. And also when I started learning Ayurveda, when I learned the qualities of the elements in those doshas, that also brought new understanding of the magical qualities of the elements. But of course also out in nature, maybe first of all, to connect with those energies outdoors, like the wind for the air and open spaces, and those kinds of things, and fire, just a bonfire maybe, or the sunshine, not the least, even the stars, small suns, but yeah, so to connect with the quality of these energies, and to even bless your tools with these energies can be a good thing, aside from how you can do it with when you're indoors with incense and so on and so forth. Yeah. Oh, I'm a little bit tired. I'm sorry, but I will talk more about this, but this is a tool still that I haven't used a lot. But as I also said, to dive into the deeper meanings of them, you can of course also check the suit of wands, or especially maybe the potential, the ace of wands, and there will be also Archangel Michael in the direction of north, for me anyways, with the fire energy, and but sometimes he's connected also to the sword, I guess, but yeah. So yeah, I don't know, you can do so many things, obviously, but I guess also, yeah, you need to use your own creative I mean, of course you can direct things as you do with the Atami when you work with a wand, and all kinds of, those cartoons or whatever with when they wave the wand. Yeah, you can of course use it in that way, sending energy and directing energy, and also since it's a natural object, at least the ones that I use, and so energy can flow very easily through that, and different purposes for different wands. I think it would be fun actually to have those who work, I mean, even if the ones you work with would be the most, I mean, it would, as well as anything you do, it would hold that energy more if you work with it. But still, it would be kind of fun to have various ones with those different kinds of, from those different kinds of trees, for different kinds of purposes, and to me, all these tools are much for the fun of it, also the joy, in a sort of childish, but no, not childish, but childlike way. And I don't mean that it's not serious or it's not real. It's just the fun creativity that kids can have and still be really serious in it also. But I mean, I'm not saying this is not meaningful. I'm just saying that, or there is, yeah. But yeah, it's fun also. And it's beautiful, so. I will just, and now I'm so tired, but if you have any questions, or I can check it up also, because as I said, mostly I use my inner elements, let's say, and not so much the outer, but I do though, to some degree. So, and the wand would also, in my mind, be the most, as I said, the Atame and the wand is those more active and outwards, where you send energy, where the other cups and the pentacle more receptive in their qualities, and more feminine as well, and these are more like the male energies. And also the wand would be the most connected to the phallus then, and also that the sprouts in the Ace of Wands card there, also connected to giving birth to new things. That's also what phallus obviously can do, and yeah, in many ways connected, just to words. Anyways, some of them, but yeah, so that is the tool that I connect mostly to that, but it could be connected to the Atame as well, but that is a more forceful, violent tool than obviously. Yeah, and I don't connect that so much, but as you've seen this picture, at least, or the Great Rite is talked about, when you they're kind of beautiful as image, where the Atame is connected to the cup, and that would then symbolize the emergence of the female and male and so on, and many other things, goddess and god. And I think that is such a beautiful image, but it can, I understand the symbolic practice of that, but in my mind that would be rather the wand, maybe. in that symbolic meaning, though. Yeah, and also the connections with the elements, fire and water are like bringing opposites together, and all that. Right. Yeah, I thought I would be very, very focused and so doing this, but yeah. I hope you get something out of it. And as I said, I have a lot of other thoughts related to this, but I really have to do something else right now. So I hope this was something for you anyways, that you can dive further into or check in more to, and let me know if you have other information and so on. Yeah. Talk to you soon. Much.